Hello everybody, welcome back to the Noble Way here. This is the weekly update, the Noble News. This is your one-stop shop for all the news and happenings around the Orlando area, the different theme parks, Disney, Universal, SeaWorld. You want to know the latest news, the latest things that are going on, what you're going to want to know about before you plan a vacation or you arrive here. Stay tuned. Our first piece of news that we want everybody to know about is the Seven Seas Food Festival at SeaWorld. We've talked about this before, but we want to remind everybody that there is an awesome, amazing food festival over at SeaWorld that you're going to want to try if you haven't been there. It's been running since February 8th, and it goes on till May 8th. So we still have a couple of months to actually enjoy it. We are planning on heading over to SeaWorld very soon, and we'll do some videos of it, but I'm excited because I've not actually been to the Seven Seas Food Festival, but it looks amazing. We've been hearing a lot of great things about it, so you're definitely going to want to give it a try. Not only do they have amazing food and drinks and lots of different things to try, they also have concerts. There's about 28 different concerts during this food festival that's going on, so you're going to want to check online, SeaWorld.com, in order to actually find out more information about the actual performers that are going to be there. But it is an awesome food festival from what we've heard. Never been there, but we're going to be going soon. So check it out if you haven't seen it already. We just wanted to give SeaWorld another plug to make sure people know there is actually a food festival similar to the Epcot Food and Wine Festivals, the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival that's going on right now, and Mardi Gras at Universal Studios. Well, SeaWorld has their own food festival as well, so check it out.
At the Grand Floridian right now, there are 25 different Easter egg displays, and they're made out of like chocolates and other sweets. I think that's a good idea for if you're on a trip down to Disney and you have like an extra day where you don't maybe have a pass that day and you just kind of want to chill, but you still want to go see stuff around Disney. You can just get on the monorail and get off at the Grand Floridian and go check out the eggs.
So a good way to get to the Grand Floridian if you're actually staying at a Disney resort is to actually hop on a bus over to Magic Kingdom. When you get to Magic Kingdom, just hop on the monorail. It'll take you, there is an actual resort monorail loop that you can hop onto. And the Grand Floridian is one of the stops that's on the resort monorail. So you can hop off and you can check out the Easter egg stuff. So similar to the gingerbread houses that they have at Christmas time during the holidays, they've got an Easter egg. I've never seen the Easter eggs. We should give it a try. We should take a look.
They're themed as like the different Disney movies and characters. And yeah, I haven't seen them, but I'm sure we will go over there and see them at some point.
All right, so those of you who have been following the Magic Express saga that's been going on, Disney had a Magic Express service that took you to and from the airport for free, included in your package. It was an amazing bus experience, themed as Disney. You got to watch Disney like shows and things and commercials and things that would be on Disney music. It all felt very magical and it was a very seamless system. They got rid of it. Yay! Not happy about it, quite honestly. I don't even know anybody who is happy about it, but they got rid of it. And there are some other transportation options, other bus services that replaced it that were not Disney. But Disney did officially create a private ground transportation system or that you could actually book as part of your package. So it's just a ground transport vehicles that would take you back and forth to the parks as sort of a replacement for the Magic Express. Now that was a paid service. Yay, more pay. But just a bit of news, they've actually suspended the private ground transportation for now. We don't know why. We don't know when it will come back. If it will come back, we have no idea. We have heard that they are gearing up to bring back the minivans, the Disney minivans, mini transport. If you've ever seen them, they're themed like Minnie Mouse. They're all red and white polka dots. It's a very cute van system. But those were actually used in different ways in the past, and they got rid of them around COVID time. But again, paid transport. So we don't know if those will be used in some capacity to just transport people, like private ground transport between the parks when you're inside Disney World, or if maybe they are gearing them up to actually transport people back and forth to the airport. We do know they have been hiring and posting job postings out there and trying to get people to come back that were already doing those minivan services in the past. So stay tuned, more information to come, but right now the private ground transportation is canceled for now, and we'll keep you posted when new options become available.
And in case you have a trip booked in April for Disney, check online because the park hours have been extended. If you want a complete list, just go to your My Disney Experience app or WaltDisneyWorld.com and find them there.
Yep, they have been extended. Now, there was a weird blip that happened.
Yeah.
In April, all of a sudden there was no availability for anybody who had annual passes. We don't know why. You literally could pretty much get almost no dates in April. And then all of a sudden, like the same day, it opened all up. So it was like they took away, I don't know if it was a glitch in the system. It was like they took away availability for the parks and then they like added it back or added more. So right now is a good time to book during April. There's definitely some availability for annual pass, which also means there's probably availability for single tickets and for packages. But they've also extended the hours.
Yep.
So that's good news. Anytime they extend hours, that's more time you can stay in the parks. Rehearsals have started for the brand new Nemo show,
Yay.
The Big Blue and Beyond. I am amped because that tells me that it's probably coming back very soon. There's some rumors that it might be coming back around Memorial Day. I am anxious to see the changes. Honestly, Animal Kingdom has really needed that show back. Expedition Everest is down right now. We were actually at Animal Kingdom just yesterday.
Yep.
And it was a complete tomb there. It was really not crowded. And
No,
this
it
is
wasn't.
spring break time frame, so there's a ton of people in the parks. But there was literally nobody there. And when you went over by Expedition Everest, there was really nobody there. Like there was not even a single person in line for any of the food stands, the ice cream stands, which is very unusual. Kite Tails was very non-attended. There was nobody in attendance for Kite Tails. The whole area of the park seemed abandoned. And so they just need to bring some of this stuff back. They need more stuff at Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
And so I'm psyched. But Nemo, again, my favorite show in all of Disney that they've ever had, I think. Any stage show, to me, it's my favorite. So I'm hoping they don't mess it up when they bring it back. I know that some of the fan favorite songs are coming back. One of my personal favorites from the show is Go With The Flow, which Crush sings, and I love that song. So I'm hoping, I did hear that it is supposed to be coming back. I don't know what the changes are. As soon as we can, we will check out the show and we'll let you know any changes that it has. But for now, it seems like it's going to be soon that it's coming back.
The extravaganza at Epcot has returned. It was back on March 31st. And you can go, and it's just a scavenger hunt. It's $9.99 for each map, and you can get it at Pin Traders, the Creation Shop, and Gateway Gifts. And then when you return it, you get one of these 3 16-ounce souvenir cups. I saw a picture of them online, and they look really nice.
So they actually have them.
Yeah,
I feel like a lot of times they have the scavenger hunts and they don't actually have the prize in stock for the first few weeks when it goes live.
I mean, I didn't see that, but they acted like they had it, so I don't know.
Yeah. So is Spike still there? Can you still do the Spike scavenger hunt?
I'm assuming you can. I
So
think
they have
this is just an addition.
So they have 2 scavenger hunts right now at Epcot.
Yeah.
So they have the Spike scavenger hunt and they have the awesome new extravaganza.
Yeah.
Which I think you're trying to find it looks like a little Humpty Dumpty egg kind of
Yeah.
hanging around, little statues of kind of like a Humpty Dumpty looking egg. So if you haven't done one of the scavenger hunts, we highly recommend it.
Yeah, they're fun.
They are. We've done
They're
some
hard.
of them. I'll link to some of them below that we've done. They're really fun. We haven't done Spikes yet or the Easter egg one, so we may have to give it a shot.
Olaf's was fun, but it was a little difficult.
It was hard. It was hard in the beginning.
Yeah.
Once we kind of knew what we were looking for, and we
Yeah.
kind of got a feel for where they would be hanging out, got faster. But in the beginning, I was like, we're going to be all day. But it was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I am so excited about this next announcement. So excited. One of my favorite food dining options is finally coming back, and it's been gone for a couple of years. It's been gone for 2 years now. And that is Hoop-Dee-Doo musical review
Yay.
at Disney's Fort Wilderness. And I love that show because
Hoop-Dee-Doo,
not only is the show entertaining, the food is amazing. Some of the best food in any of the dining that you can find across Disney. And that is coming back June 23rd. You can start making reservations for it May 23rd. Now, we have heard there's going to be some slight script changes, some slight changes to the show, which is probably welcome.
The set, I think.
And the set, so great because it's going to be a little bit different. So if you've seen it before, you're going to want to see it again now. But we are going to be probably first in line to see this show because I love it, and I've been wanting to do it again for a while now. I love Fort Wilderness. I think it is such a great, hotel resort. I love it. And Hoop-Dee-Doo Revue. Actually, do they still have Mickey's Backyard Barbecue there?
I don't think they do.
Oh, Mickey's Backyard Barbecue was amazing there, too. They need to bring that back if it's not back. But anyway, they have some really good food options there. So I'm dying to try it. We'll be there as soon as it opens. We'll let you know. But May 23rd, mark your calendar. You can start booking Hoop-Dee-Doo Revue. It is a great stage show, great food. You get ribs and fried chicken and strawberry shortcake and
well, you used to.
True. I don't know. I'm hoping none of that changes, but we're amped. So
yeah.
May 23rd and opens June 23rd.
So we've talked about the non-distance. It was rumored that the non-distance character meet and greets were coming back, and it has been announced they are coming back. It's going to be after Easter. It's April 18th is when they return. So you can go and hug your favorite character, get a picture, get an autograph.
Yay.
Yeah.
And it's only $10 per hug.
No, that was fake. That was fake news.
It was. There was an April Fool's joke going around, which I thought was hilarious because it said it was $10 per hug. And I'm not going to lie, I believed it for a minute. I was reading it like, wow, $10 a hug, that's kind of expensive. But that was a good job, you people who came up with that. That was a good one because it was believable. But maybe we're just gullible. I mean, it was pretty clear that it became an April Fool's joke as it kept going, but that was funny. So no, it's free. Yay, hugs are back. You can actually interact. When was the date?
April 18th.
April 18th. So get your autograph pens and pads ready and get your warm hugs ready, like Olaf would say, because you're going to be able to get up close and personal with... Oh, and we were at Animal Kingdom the other day and we saw Kevin. But he was behind like
he was
like
in
a
an
thing.
enclosure.
Yeah, so we couldn't get to Kevin.
Cute.
And we were like, I wonder if Kevin's going to start walking around the parks
Probably.
again where you can interact with him when they bring the hugs back, because you can actually get around them. So hopefully, stay tuned. A bit of bad news for fans of Jelly Rolls, the club that's over in Boardwalk, and the price has gone up. So there is a cover charge to get into Jelly Rolls. So if you don't know much about the Boardwalk, so Boardwalk is a hotel, but Boardwalk is also a boardwalk. And it goes actually around, the Boardwalk actually goes between the Boardwalk Hotel, around this lagoon, over to the Yacht and Beach Clubs, and over to the Swan and Dolphin, and over to Epcot. So it's like this circle. So it goes like Epcot, Swan and Dolphin, Boardwalk, over to Beach Club, then Yacht Club, or Yacht Club, then Beach Club, whatever. It's a circle. And there's lots of little shops and food and things that you can do there, but there's also a couple of clubs, one of which is Jelly Rolls, and the other one is Atlantic Dance Club. And essentially, Atlantic does no cover charge. You can just go in there. It's like 80s, 90s, modern music, and you just you can dance, you can have a good time, and it's free to get in. Yeah. So it's a lot of fun. But Jelly Rolls is a dueling piano bar, similar to Pat O'Brien's that they have over at Universal City Walk. So it's got these two pianos. I'll link to below because we've done a review of Pat O'Brien's, but so you know what dueling piano bar is. But there is unfortunately a cover charge to get into that place because it's always packed. And it used to be $15. It's now $18 for cover charge, which is a lot.
Big jump.
Yeah, that's quite a bit. Now, there's no food or anything in there. You can get drinks, and you get free popcorn, but there's no food. So it is
and
literally...
you have to buy the drinks, right?
You have to buy the drinks,
yeah. So it's not like they are included.
So you're paying $18 per person just to get in for the entertainment. The entertainment is pretty good from what we've seen, but it is kind of steep, $18, but I guess it would be super crowded because there's not a lot of adult, nightclub type places anywhere in Disney, so it does get kind of crowded. There used to be Pleasure Island. They used to have a place called Pleasure Island, which is over at Disney Springs.
Downtown Disney.
Downtown Disney back then, which is gone. I think they decided that they just didn't want that element. But there are still a few remnants of that, and Jelly Rolls is one of them. So unfortunately, it's raised $3, which isn't huge. But again, anytime the price goes up, it just starts to impact the wallet. But if you haven't checked it out, Jelly Rolls, pretty cool place.
So the International Food and Wine Festival dates have been announced. It starts July 14th and ends November 19th, right before the holiday festival. So I'm excited about that. I love, Steve and I love all the festivals. I loved Food and Wine last year. We went like every weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to start going less because these the Food and Wine and the festival, Flower and Garden Festival are long.
Yeah, they are.
Like, they are very, multi-months long.
I'm not going less.
Festival of the Arts was very short.
Yeah.
Festival of the Holidays was...
A month.
A month. It wasn't
Month and a half.
short. It was like Festival of the Arts. It was kind of short. But Food and Wine Festival and Flower and Garden Festival, they're long. So that's a long time though. So July to November, you said.
Yeah, and last year it said over 30 booths. This year it says over 25. So I guess there's slightly less booths.
Okay.
So there will be delayed openings for some of the booths, just like last time.
Yeah, like last year when we were there, the India booth was supposed to open later. We ended up actually going like the normal time we would go, and it was open. So we ended up getting to eat the Indian like a couple of weeks before it was actually even supposed to be open. It ended up being awesome.
Yeah.
It also ended up being one of the ones that we loved and had huge portion sizes. And then we went back a few weeks later when it was officially open, and the portion sizes were tiny. So that was a disappointment. So I think we'll try to hit all those things early once again, because maybe we'll get bigger food portions. The last piece of news we have for you is an update to the way Genie Plus is working. It's not changing the way it works, but it is trying to set expectations. Disney has now come out and they've announced, they sort of have added a little footnote to when you're looking at Genie Plus and thinking about purchasing it that basically tells you that your expectation of Genie Plus when you purchase it for $15 per person per day is that you probably will get around, on average, 2 to 3 uses out of it for the day. That seems like not a lot, quite honestly, for $15 a person. I do know there are people that are like, I get 6 or 7 uses. You know, I did 6 or 7. Great, and I think that's totally possible. I think depending on the time of the year and how crowded it is, you're probably going to get a good maybe 6 or 7 uses out of it. But it seems like on average, with the capacity that the parks are at right now and how busy they are, typically, most people are probably only getting 2 to 3 uses. Which to me seems pretty crazy steep.
Yeah.
You know, because I have to look at it and think about it. We used to get fast passes, which was kind of at minimum you got 3 fast passes for the day, and that was free.
Free.
Totally free. And if you did fast passes right, you could get 6, 7, 8, 9 even in one day, right? Because you set 3 in the morning. As soon as you start to use those, you get more for later. You use those, you get more for later. Obviously, it was harder to get the better rides towards the evening, but you really could theoretically get, 6 to 9, maybe even 10 uses of fast passes throughout the day, and it was completely free. And so now we're charging $15 per person per day to maybe only get 2 or 3 uses out of it. I know people who have actually said they got no uses out of it because it was just really busy that day. So I don't know what this means, other than I think they're just trying to set expectations that you're not going to maybe get. It's not necessarily like Universal's Express Pass, where you're basically kind of just going to get to use it on every single ride at Universal, which, by the way, is an amazing deal, especially if you're staying at a deluxe resort. You get it for free. But maybe they'll make some changes to Genie Plus. I don't know if it signals that maybe it's just not working quite as well as they had hoped, and so maybe they'll make some improvements or tweaks to it. Maybe they're not going to do anything with it at all other than just say, hey, sorry about your luck, but you might only get 2 or 3 uses out of it. And for some people, that's going to be perfectly fine. For others, they may feel like it's a waste of money. So, just to set expectations, just to let you know, that's what they've done. All right, so there you have it. That's the news for the week. Thanks again for joining us. We will see you again tomorrow. Until then, the Noble Way
Is the easy way.
Bye-bye, everybody.